what they said. Yay. Hi, everybody. Good evening, Tuesday evening. Happy Veterans Day. Hence the patriotic waving flag behind me. Good evening. Good evening. People are coming in. Good to see you tonight at 8 o'clock. We'll see how this works out. So far, so good, I guess. Hope you all had a very nice Veterans Day. I don't know how many of you had to work today or how many of you had the night off or the day off, but for me, it's just another day with no mail. Let's see who. Somebody said in the chat that YouTube did away with the early chat. They do that a lot. First one I see here was at 5:30 p.m. Yeah, this has been up since yesterday. Since yesterday. It's funny not to have a cup of coffee here, but I can't be drinking coffee at 8 o'clock at night. That's for sure. I'm tired. If I sound tired, I'm tired. I'm tired. I've been busy. I've been up since 5, believe it or not. Had no live stream, but wake up anyway. Been going all day. Been out, back in. It was freezing outside. It was bundled up like an Eskimo. Made that little video for Veterans Day this afternoon, kind of last minute thing. It was so pretty outside. It was about 52 degrees when I shot that video. It was 41 degrees first thing this morning when I stuck my nose outside. And yesterday it was 70 at the same time. So it's 30 degrees colder than yesterday. So this was the first little bit of season change that we found down here in Florida this year. And I always loved that first day, but it's a shock, and it was brutal. Usually it comes maybe 10 degrees, 50. No, this was brutal. This is from 80-something degrees during the day to 50-something degrees. So Leslie says she's not too tired. Good. Oh, me too, I'm tired. Yes, I'm tired. I'm tired, and but I'm here and got a live stream again in the morning, but it's going to be at 9 o'clock, 9 a.m. tomorrow morning. So we'll see how that works out. I had a couple of comments on that scheduling video of mine. Basically, people saying, we should make up your mind already. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. I'm trying to figure out what works for me, and not only the timing, but the message and how I manage to put up with so many things that I'm not happy about, whether it's YouTube or whether it's the direction of our country. And on Veterans Day, that hit me especially hard. Oh, Jane bought me a couple of coffees. Thank you, Jane. Thank you so much. Happy Veterans Day. And Tanya bought me a couple of coffees earlier today. Said, thinking of you especially today, Mitch, with gratitude. Well, thank you very much. Thank you so much. And Jane, happy Veterans Day, Mitch. Thank you for your service. You're very welcome. You're very welcome. And that's one of the things is that if I've been nothing else in my life, I'm a patriot. I've always appreciated this country. I didn't fight for this country in a war with blood and death and rifles, but I served overseas. And I've always been a patriot. I've always been proud of this country. I've always hated to see it go to hell. I gave 4 years of my life for it. And when I see what goes on politically is one of the reasons why it hits me so hard. And when I see us giving away our country with open borders and with our government shut down and the military not getting paid because one particular party is using the government shutdown, holding the government hostage because we don't want to pay billions of dollars worth of our tax money to non-citizens in the form of medical benefits. Basically, we don't want to fund the invasion, trying to take our country away, of people who hate us and wish us dead. And we actually have Americans, elected Americans in power in Washington, D.C., who side with the America haters because we won't pay for them, for their food and their health care and their housing. It makes me crazy. It makes me crazy, and I see it every day. I guess that's the patriot side of me. It just doesn't make sense. And somehow these people are getting elected. Well, I know how they get elected, but and it hit home today that hit home today as well. So I want to try to go rah rah America, USA, USA, and shame on anybody that's doing anything out there that isn't in the best interest of this country. There, that ought to stop them. What do you think? Think I just put the fear of the fear of God in them? No, I don't think so. I don't think so. Sean Chavez says Trump is the worst. Everybody's entitled to their opinion, Sean. Oh, I just ruined my night. Man. Oh, man. It took me a second to get over that. Jem was the first one in. Jem said, Happy Veterans Day. I've told you I'm tired. Happy Valentine's Day, my friend. Thank you for your service. I am cooking meat for vets today. Good for you. Hope you tune in later. And next we had Jerry in the middle of a forest. Hope you had a restful Veterans Day, Mitch. Thank you for your service. Thank you very, very much. Rick is here from Miami. Looks like YouTube deleted. Yes, it did, Rick. They sure did. Mike Seeley Sr. from here in Chile, Melbourne. Yes, it certainly is. It certainly is. And Peter chimed in from Chile, Miami, or Boca Raton. How you doing, Peter? Good to see you. Loretta's traveling. Be safe out there. Chris Swain in Australia, New South Wales, on the mountain, and it's supposed to be spring now. Yeah, you're coming when we're going. 6 months apart, so you're getting over the winter. Yeah, it's supposed to be spring. It's November. I guess it's not. Loretta's here. Hi, Loretta. Visiting a son stationed in Fort Stewart. Super. Marla Kelly's with us. Michael Pregler, 29 degrees this morning. Sean Shively here in San Diego, and Richard Williams from Copper Hill, Tennessee. Hi. Loretta Nadal's with us. Linda Price is with us. Barry Simon, good evening. Mitch and everyone from the blustery northeast, yes. Yeah, I saw that you had a northeaster coming by. Oh, well, they say, if they actually know anything, who are they anyway? But they say, they're the same people that we refer to when we say everybody knows. Is it that crowd? Probably. They say it's going to be a particularly chilly winter this winter. It's starting off that way down here. At least for the next couple of days it will be. Mary M., good evening to you. How you doing? Nice piano music. That wasn't me playing, unfortunately. I won't take credit for that. But that is a piece called Book Bag, the first one. I got it out of the YouTube music library. They have music that we can use copyright free, and that happens to be one that I really liked. Tanya, Kitchen Witch is here. Made it to Tuesday Night with Mitch and the Mitch Fits. Good to see you. Good to see you. Lambs is here. Hi, Lambs. Good evening, all. Isn't it late over there? I guess it must be. Donna Ray's here. Bacon Runner, good evening to you. And Danny in Boston is here with us. Hi, Danny. Lewis is here. Good evening, Lewis. Jim, happy Veterans Day, she says. There it is. And Lizzie's here. Lizzie, what did you say? Hello, I'm from Louisiana. Invoicing in this... Invoicing? You're invoicing in this weather walking. I don't know what that means. You must have used voice text. Michael Pregler, every day is a day off. Yeah, I know what you mean, Michael. I know what you mean. Lori Weitzel. Hiya, Lori. How you doing? Good to see you. Yes. Not too early in the morning for you, and the internet working. Wow, life is good. Life is good. Scott Elliott from Colorado. How you doing, Scott? And Jem again. Guys, you're talking to each other already? Okay. And Francine. Hi, Francine Bourgeois here. Good evening from a snowed-in, oh my God, 10 inches. Wow, wow, wow. Wow. 10, yeah. I saw it doesn't snow down here in Florida. Lambs, yeah, it's right. It's 2 a.m. Wow. Might have something to do with it. Yeah, sorry, my friend. But I'll be on at 9 a.m. here tomorrow morning, so that'll be early afternoon for you guys over there. And who else have I missed? Max D. Max D, good evening from Cambridge, Ontario. Happy Veterans Day. Thank you very much to you, too. And Edward Renner. Hi, Edward. Mitch and the gang checking in from San Diego. So I guess, yeah, this 5 o'clock out there for you guys. It's great. I think this is a good time. Got 84 people so far. It's not bad for a Tuesday night. Not bad at all. Standing Foot. Standing Foot. Like that name. Thanks for your service, Mr. Old Guy Mitch. You're very welcome. You're very welcome. I appreciate it. And who I missed? DC Rebuilding. Hi, DC. How are you? Like when people call me young man. That crowd is growing smaller and smaller. The people that call me young man. Rita May, we live in a great country. Thank you for serving. Thank you, Rita. I appreciate that. Laurie's got a Mitch Fist t-shirt on. Hey, I don't. I've got a sweatshirt on. I've been running around with a sweatshirt, a hood, and a jacket out there today, but I was outside for a little while and got a lot of sunlight and fresh air, which felt good. Ellen, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Good to see you here. Glad you're here. Simpson Johns, good evening to you. Good evening. And who else keeps going? Jerry Hall. Hi, Jerry. How are you? And I think the rest of it, here's BB. BB, happy Veterans Day. From Fort Pierce, Florida, right down the road. Not too far down the road from me. Good evening to you. Here's a question. Okay, Barry, I'm traveling the week of Thanksgiving. What are your thoughts on the airline situation at that point? Barry, I have no idea. I have not been on an airplane or through an airport for years, for many years. I have no idea. I don't travel, so I don't follow it. Can't help you with that. I can't help you. You mean the airline situation into Florida? I don't know. I know that until they get the government opened back up, the airline situation is going to suck. But that's supposed to happen tomorrow or the next day. It's supposed to pass it in the House. There's no monkey wrench, because it's that close. Amazes me how it could be that close with the tremendously wide difference between people's opinions. And yet it still can always seems to matter. One vote either way. But if they get the government funded again and they can start to pay the air traffic controllers, they'll have to stop canceling flights. So I guess you're gonna have to just keep an eye on that and see if it improves day to day. Mary M likes this time. Thank you. Firefly, how are you? Just tuned in. I'm late. Hiya, and hiya to you too. How am I doing? Oh, I'm keeping up with the chat. And that's it. I have to travel. Barry says, I have to travel in the suck. Well, be safe, man. Okay. All right. With the shutdown issue. Oh, that's okay, I caught on before you told me that, but yeah, I guess it's going to be all right, Barry. Hopefully it will. Hopefully it will. I found it just popped up in my feed today on YouTube. Let me see if I can get the thing up here. It's a video from some guy I never heard of. This guy, Michael Pedula, nutrition and health specialist, 4.31K subscribers, it says. And I never saw him before. Never saw his feed. The title of this is New Cholesterol Research, What You Need to Know. So I never saw him before. He's evidently some kind of a coach, because he talks about clients. I figure, well, let me see what it's about. And I watched it for, and he started right off with good information, most of which I already knew, but I was interested to hear his take on it. And he's got that blackboard full of facts there about cholesterol, and some of it, and studies, and some of it is very interesting and very supportive of not worrying about cholesterol and heart disease and all that stuff. In fact, after I got done listening to this whole video, I started to say to myself, I wonder how I can make my cholesterol higher, because he's showing studies and surveys and all kinds of information showing that just about everywhere they go, the people with the highest cholesterol live the longest. And one particular doctor, a mortician, evidently said that 80% of the people that have died were the ones with the lowest cholesterol. I mean, really low. So I knew they had it backwards. So I'm going to put the link in the chat to this video, and I don't want to run the whole video, but I'm going to put the link in the chat. Let me cut and paste it here. And if you guys are interested in this, I think it would be a kind of worthwhile for you to watch it. So let me put this in the chat and grab it out of the chat and paste it somewhere for yourself if you think you might want to watch it. Very, very interesting. Like I say, I'd never heard of this particular guy, but he's okay. I mean, he's knowledgeable. I don't know if I'll follow him but this video is worth watching, so I recommend it. Not worth making a separate video out of or anything like that, but if I see something like that, I'll be happy to pass it along. So I hope you like it. If you got anything you want to talk about tonight, please put it in the chat. And I'll tell you what I'm going to do, since I got nothing else. And I'm going to live stream tomorrow morning. I don't have anything for that yet either, other than saying hello. I'm going to go ahead and put a link in the chat. And somebody, or 5, or however many people, come on in and say hi to me and all the other veterans out there. So there's a link to a panel. And I'll see if we can get somebody to come in and say hello to me. If not, if nothing comes up, it'll be a short one. It'll be a short one. And that's okay with me too, because I'm very, very tired. Very tired. So let me put this up in the, pin this message. There you go. See if anybody feels like coming in. Larry Mudbone, happy Veterans Day. I'm late. You're right on time. Right on time, Larry. Oh, BB said he popped up on my feed too. Yeah, I'll show you something. Have you ever seen him before? I'd never seen the guy before. Well, I don't see anybody in a big hurry to come join me. Everybody saying hi to everybody else. BB, yes, but just recently. Oh, yeah, I'd never seen him before. He's got about 4,000 some subscribers, so he's not the tiniest of channels, but evidently he's been doing it a little while. I didn't, I don't watch the news. I can't really talk about current events anymore. I just, it's a downer. Manix Gaming, hello, good evening, how are you? Well, this is something that does usually happen to me. I got nothing, guys. If you got something you want to talk about or a question to ask me, ask me. BB says, makes me feel fine when my cholesterol's high and I feel great eating like you do. Well, some of the points that he made in this video were very good. Very good. Made me, I mean, if everything he says is true, then we're the only ones doing it right. And we should, by all means, be the healthiest people in the country. BB, don't yawn, people. Don't yawn. You'll put me to sleep. Yeah, even the chat is kind of slow tonight. That's very unusual. I guess Tuesday night is still Tuesday night. It's kind of a meh. Nobody looks forward to Tuesday night, I don't think. Well, like I said, we're trying it out. We're trying it out. We got about the same number of people here as we did last Tuesday, but I've noticed that this past week or two, the attendance in these live chats has been down 20-25%, it appears, all across the board. And I don't know, is it upcoming holiday season? Is it, what could it be? I have no idea. Sandy Blythe, hi, Sandy, how are you? Just listening. And I don't see anybody wanting to come in. I would join the chat, says Simpson. Sounds interesting, but alas, no camera, and I've got audio to work well. I've not gotten, well, that's okay. That's okay. But evidently, it's Tuesday night, and nobody cares. Well, I'll give it another couple of minutes, guys, and if that's it, that'll be it. You don't need to sit here and listen to me, just wonder what to talk about, and then I'll just get ready to bed, go to bed early. Maybe the world's, maybe my subconscious is trying to tell me that I don't need to do as many live streams. Right now I'm at six a week. Lewis says, Lewis is driving. Yeah, I guess everybody's doing something. Maybe Peter's at work, but that's okay. That's okay. Well, I'll tell you what. I guess we all stop by, say hello, have a quick one, and question: did you have a chance to look into lamb? And Barry, I don't get that. Is it Paramount? I don't subscribe to anything. And it's like $13 a month. And it isn't even the amount of money. It's just the fact that I wouldn't watch anything anyway. I'm going to try to pirate it, see if I can find it somewhere and download it. I've done that a lot, but that's even getting screwed up with scammers and viruses. It's terrible. All the good shit that you used to be able to do with the internet, somehow the thieves and whores and scammers have taken over. So it's that good, is it? What I want to do. I guess I'll Google it and see what they say about it, and I guess I could sign up for Paramount or maybe they got a free trial and watch some of it, and then I know what's going to happen. I'm going to get hooked on the damn thing, and I'm going to have to subscribe to it. The only thing I subscribe to YouTube to get their stuff ad free. That's $16 a month. I have Amazon Prime, and I watch movies on Amazon Prime, and that's part of my Amazon deal. What's that, about $140 a year now? And that's all that I pay for. I don't pay for Netflix. I don't pay for Hulu. I don't pay for... I was paying for Rumble. It was a couple $100 a year so that I could live stream on Rumble, but it wasn't worth it. It wasn't worth it. I thought I'd make a little money there. Nothing. I uploaded hundreds of videos, all those live streams that I did to Rumble. My total earnings for the past year from Rumble were $100 and something bucks. And I had to pay him $200 to get a Prime membership so I could host the live stream. So it lost money. It's ridiculous. So that came up for renewal, and I canceled it. So I can't live stream. I can still post videos, but I can't live stream to Rumble anymore. Barry, you don't need to give that to me. If BitTorrent, yeah, Lewis, I used to use Pirate Bay. What do you use now? email me. If you know some good torrent sites that aren't full of spam and viruses, I don't have time to, or don't have the inclination anymore to risk any of my computers because I'm trying to pirate software. Send me some links if you got them. I'd appreciate that. I'd appreciate that. And Landman is a great news series. Sam Elliott and Billy Bob Thornton. Oh, I love Billy Bob Thornton. All right, I'll do it. I'll take the. Yeah, Larry, I think they have a free trial. I've signed up for the free trial and probably end up subscribing to it. But I can afford it. It's just that I don't like this subscription method for everything. I'd rather just buy something and own it, but you can't do that anymore. The thing that Billy Bob Thornton, man, I remember him from Sling Blade. You remember him? And what was that movie that he was in was terrific, where he was the air traffic controller. What was the name of that movie? Played an air traffic controller. I can remember the movie, but the title is escaping. I hate any TV, Lori. I can't watch TV. I can get antenna TV, get all the networks for free, but it's all advertising. Everything is advertising, and even Amazon. You pay them all this money to be an Amazon Prime member. You're supposed to get the Amazon TV. And now they got another tier. You got to pay them another $4 a month to not have to watch ads on something you're already paying for. You subscribe to cable TV like Spectrum or one of them, Comcast, and it's 25 minutes every hour is ads. And everything on YouTube and everything on your cell phone. You can't read a paragraph without an ad popping up between each paragraph. You try to read an article online. Oh, man. Sling Blade, awesome movie, says Jim. Yeah, that was a great... Remember that? I remember that. I have to watch that. I haven't seen that in years and years. I have to watch that again. Lori says, TV's too produced or something. I like YouTube Real People. Well, it's about half Real People now, Lori. YouTube is about 50% Real People and 50% AI. And it is. At least half of all YouTube content now is computer generated. Some of it can seem real. But I think even more of the narrations, I think even more of the voices are AI, and you can usually tell because there's always certain words that aren't in context, aren't pronounced the way you would expect them to be pronounced. Marla Kelly bought me a cup of coffee. Happy Veterans Day, Mitch. Thank you for your service. Thank you, Marla. Very sweet of you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Make sure I got everybody. Yes, I did. Thank you. Thank you so much. I had a great time in the Army. I really did. I mean, it was a lot of work, and, you were pretty much indentured to them. You were, it's not quite slavery, but you had no say-so. You had to do what you were told. But, and for me, I'm not that kind of guy, but I did it. But I was in electronics, in top secret cryptographic equipment used for spying. So I had a top secret security clearance. And I worked on this equipment, on the technical side of it, repairing it, installing it. As far as the Army goes, it was kind of a plus job. It was I was an NCO, non-commissioned officer of the E6, which is the equivalent of a staff sergeant. So I was an NCO. I could go to the NCO club, and I went over to Germany. They shipped my car. I had a car. They shipped my car over for me. I mean, and I made that rank in 15 months because of my specialty, and I was so good at it that I got promoted. Some guys were in the military for 10 years and I hadn't made E6 yet. Here comes this snot-nosed kid. I've been in for 15 months and outranked them. But I wasn't in charge of people. I was just the technical person. And I took my basic training at Fort Dix in New Jersey, right across the river from where I grew up in Philadelphia. So it was kind of neat because I could go back home, drive across the bridge, and I was home again on a weekend pass or something like that. Then I went to Fort Devens, Massachusetts, for AIT advanced training and stayed there over about 8 months or winter. Then they sent me to Turkey, and we'll tell the rest of the story some other time because look who's here. Ellen.
Hello.
Hey.
Happy Veterans Day.
Thank you, sweetie. Thank you. How you doing?
I'm okay. So I don't know if this will work, but I thought I would show you this jacket I went to.
Okay, let me make you big.
Oh, I'm too big.
There.
To support the veterans. Sorry about the lighting. I'm in the kitchen. But
look at you.
I was at because I was just showing this to a friend of mine. I was at Harley Fest this summer. Milwaukee, Harley, home of Harley, the motorcycles, the bikers.
Yeah.
They have big festivals. They're very patriotic. So I was there with my nephew, and this woman pulled me over. Of course, because I'm trying, not to buy any more clothes. But she made these jackets. She was selling them. She's going to show them on New York Fashion Week. Anyway, long story short, I ended up buying one. So is this not cool? Now look at this bag. Yeah.
What does this say? Hang on, let me make it big again. When I find myself in times of trouble, I see.
Beatles song.
Let it be. Yeah, how about that?
Find your freedom. That's a big Harley thing.
That's
and the
cool.
Flag. Anyway, it was.
Wow, look at you.
So
and all I got is this silly flag, behind me. See?
Anyway, so to support them, I had to buy it. So anyway, that's just.
Prime Video's Landman Season 1 for 1995. Barry, you're too good to me, man. Barry just bought me. All right, thank you, Barry. Barry bought me the. Wants me to see Landman in the worst way. You're probably right. I'm afraid it sounds like it's one of those things I'm going to get hooked on. Like I got hooked on The Sopranos, and I got those Breaking Bad and some of those really, really great series. So thank you, Barry. I don't know if anybody can see it here. I didn't get it up there. Barry Simon, Prime Video's Landman Season 1. Thank you so much. That's very nice of you. Thank you. Yeah, Barry's good to me. I appreciate that.
Yeah, very nice. Someone said nice pink battle helmet. Well, so I have to keep my hat on because it's 30 degrees out here in Wisconsin. Of course, I'm inside, but this morning, my hair was wet and I had to cram the hat on to go outside. So I have really bad hair. So I have to keep my helmet on. Yeah, goes with the look. But I just thought I would drop in and say hi.
Oh, that's great. Thank you. I was about ready to sign off. You saved it. You saved the day.
Give you my support.
I guess everybody's just maybe Tuesday's just one of those days. Everybody seems to be as tired as I am.
Yeah, that's interesting. I think it's for me, I don't know, it's the whole time thing and the darkness, and of course up here the cold. It's
that's right.
It's kind of funky during this adjustment.
It's going to be pretty cold up there. Hey, see, you got a compliment from Lori. Says you're looking younger every day, Ellen.
Oh, me? Bless her heart.
Yeah. Aren't we all? We're all looking younger every day.
Mm. Lori gets seasonal affective disorder. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're in the north. She's even further north than I am.
Yeah. Yeah. She is. Yeah.
The darkness and but you got outside. I saw you. It did look chilly there.
Well, that was it. That was in the heat of the day. I did that. It already warmed up to about 50 something, and the sun was overhead, so I had the warmth of the sun. But boy, I tell you, it just knocked me out this morning. I went out there, but I had to do it. I had to go outside because it was cold, and I had to I had to experience it. You know, the first cold morning of the year, and of course, we have no middle of the road here. I was running my air conditioner yesterday, and I had to run the heater today. Crazy.
Oh, so what was the temperature down there?
It got up to about the low 50s today. That was a high.
It was
That
chilly.
was a high. Yeah, it was chilly. Yeah, and then yesterday it was in the. Well, yesterday it started at the high of the day. That was it. It started at 70 and went downhill all day until late in the afternoon. It was down into the 50s. Then it got down to 40 degrees overnight, early in the morning, and it got up to only lower 50s today. And I think it's going to be colder tonight and tomorrow. So, not used to this. I always joke. I always joke to people down here. I say, when it's cold, I say, if it gets any colder, I'm moving to Florida, because that's what we used to say up north when I lived up there. I want to move to Florida. Well, serves you right.
Linda, did you see the back? The back is cool. Linda has said I have a lovely jacket, but of course the back
Yeah,
is
got the words to "Let It Be" on there.
let it be. Mhm.
Let it be. Jem says, "Oh no, just got notified Russ on keto cookout." Well, that's all right. We're not going to be here that much longer, I don't think. There's just I try to find a time to do a live stream, and for Thursday night for the private community, changing it to 8 means I won't be going on at the same time as Curry.
Oh,
Homestead Howe, who goes on with a Q&A. I got to compete with that, so I don't know who's on at 8 o'clock, but it's just too much.
there's so many now. too.
Yeah, not only that, but there's only so much we can say, and there's only so many questions you can ask, and there's only so many ways to say beef, butter, bacon, and eggs, and eat meat. And the more we try to complicate it, I think we just lose people. But if you're trying to fill up, if 500 carnivore influencers on YouTube are trying to fill up 24 hours a day, 7 days a week with information about carnivore, and they got to always be inventing new things to talk about, which just makes it more and more complicated, more and more to listen to, more and more conflict. And it ends up taking the simplest thing, and just driving people away. I always wondered, what are the real statistics? Let's say of a real carnivore channel like Sean Baker or Anthony Chafee. Now, these guys are just beef and water guys. That's all they talk about. That's all you ever see them eating. They don't talk about straying. They don't talk about vegetables. They don't talk about adding carbs. They talk about carnivore. And they're going to have two different kinds of people in their audience. They're going to have the big time carb addicts, people that cannot, just simply cannot say no to sugar. And then the other people are going to be those people that can moderate. Well, I would love to know, if there's no way to find out, but I'd love to know of those two groups, what's the success rate when a new person comes in after, say, 2 years, how many of those people are still in the community and faithfully on the diet? So you take everybody that finds out that Anthony Chafee is a doctor who'll tell you how to do carnivore, and you heard that carnivore is good. So you're either a carb addict or you're somebody who can moderate. You go in on a certain day, like he has a new class and everybody registers. And they take a one-day lesson, basically eat beef, salt, and water. They learn the basics. And you come back 2 years later, I wonder what percentage of that new class would still be there and still doing it, or will have fallen off the wagon. And I think it would be very few. You agree, Alan?
Yep, probably.
I mean, very few. I'm talking less than 10%, maybe even less than 5%, maybe even nobody.
Yeah.
Because think about, you personally. How many people have you told carnivore about that are still doing it?
Well, I'm a little different because I don't know that I don't talk about it much in my life with people. People ask, but I'm not out. So I'm trying to think if
Probably, but I'm saying probably none, and yeah, because that's what most people say. They say I can't. Nobody. I used to try to talk to people about it, but it's like talking to the wall. So I said, why bother? And that's what happened to me too. And
I mean, yeah, people like
nobody.
Personal life that don't want advice about diet, exercise.
Yeah, but even when they want advice, especially if they're addicts, they need some kind of a community or program and support and all kinds of things. They can't just say, okay, now I know what to do, so I'm going to do it. They can't do it. In this society with the temptation that's around everywhere, they can't do it. And I think it's a carb addict. And when I look at so many of these carnivore YouTubers, the ones that make it sound easy, I don't think are not high up on my carb addiction scale. They're the ones that are always trying to moderate and always trying to publish recipes about all the different.
Oh yeah.
And they can do it for themselves. They can do it because they're not that high a carb addict. And the carb addicts try to do it, and it destroys any effort that they have. And it's too many dynamics involved here. I think people need to be in the right classroom for their level of addiction. They need an instructor that teaches to their level of addiction, or else they're going to fall prey to that addiction. And I know that's why so much advice that I followed over my lifetime, I couldn't keep up. But the advice might have been given from somebody who was not that big an addict. So, hey, it's just a little food for thought.
Well, you have your following, and there will be a need for your message. So
Yeah, I guess. I guess.
putting it out.
I'm looking at the chat here. Okay. Anybody in the group going to Tampa this weekend?
Oh,
I'm not
that's
going.
right.
I'm
What is it? There's
yeah.
a thing going on.
Hack Your Health or something like that.
That's
Yeah. No, I'm not going. I know Rick is going supposedly, but I don't know if Lewis is going, but Rick is, says Jim. Yeah. Now
I'm looking.
I mean I got an excuse. I can't try really be too rough for me to try to get around.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
Barry Simon, Barry wants Mitch Fest. We have Mitch Fest, Ellen. Would you come down?
you bet.
Okay.
When it starts to get cold here, as it is now, I'm start thinking
Yeah.
down to Florida.
Jem says Rick is going by bus. Oh my God. Really? With all the cars he's got and motors and everything. Oh, that's a shame. Anyway, that starts in a few days. It's not
So it's called Hack Your Health, which is a generic term kind of, but is it like a keto base?
well, it's huge. It's
Right.
huge. Everybody they have all the big people. Ken Berry and everybody is going to be there. I mean, it costs a VIP pass costs $1,100 and some bucks to go, and that's sold out. Now you can get a regular pass for I don't know how it's a few $100, but it's in a hotel. You know, $300 a night for the rooms, $30 a day to park. You know, everything is 2 miles away from everything else. It's a big convention center. You better be prepared to walk 20,000 steps. Which if I went to it, I would have to get some kind of motorized scooter or something because I just can't walk that far. Not now. I doubt I ever will be able to again. I'm lucky. I can walk from the parking lot to a store now. Maybe. Maybe it will come back. But it's been 8 months and it is what it is. And I'm not getting younger. That's for sure. I'm not getting any younger. So I'm not going to those things, but I'm not using that as an excuse. The last one of those things was a year ago or a year and a half ago in Orlando. It was the second one of the Orlando keto events. They call it a keto event that I went to, and the attendance was way off. And it was boring. It was just boring. As the same people, the same speakers saying the same thing. It's like watching those interview videos on YouTube. So how did you find Carnivore? And if you've never seen any of them, they're great. You need motivation, but to come on every morning with another interview and the same thing over and over, I can't take it. I just can't take it anymore. It's not helpful. Even if I got nothing to do, I'd rather sit there and be alone in my thoughts than have to sit through another one of those interviews. Same thing. I mean, I love Dave Mack. I love the guy. I think he's great and does great things. But I can't watch it. I can't watch him when he's in just another interview with somebody new. I've been carnivore for 8 weeks and I lost 7 pounds and I can't do it. I can't do it.
So let's see.
Jim says, yeah, so Rick is going to Tampa by bus. Barry says, I went last year in Texas. Hack Your Health. Danny Boston says, yes, Mitch Fest. All right, I'll tell you what. Somehow we got to get together and see if we can plan this. So it's going to require, I used to put on all kinds of events and coordinating with hotels, but there's not that's not a possibility for our little crowd. But if people would email me with what they have in mind and what the best times are that they might be able to get down here to Central Florida, then I can start to think about something. But I've tried a couple of these meetups, and we've had 4 or 5 people, but that's about it. And just not many people show up. Mostly just local people.
It seems like you had a good turnout at some of those restaurant get-together.
Well, in Tampa they did, but that was not my meetup. That was Kiltz had brought people, and it was kind of a little group thing. And the last one we had here, we had 4 or 5 people show up. That's about it. Plus Kiltz was here and Nelson was here, so we had fun. But it's not something you're going to go out and hire a party planner to do, and have events and speakers. I don't want to do anything like that.
No.
And like I said, right now I don't have the energy, the physical energy. I'm lucky I have the physical energy to even talk tonight. I'm that tired.
Yeah.
I'm not tired. Yeah, I don't know if you can hear it in my voice, but I'm tired. I'm tired, and it's almost 9 o'clock. And well, thanks.
Yeah. Well,
thanks, Ellen, for coming in.
Okay, my pleasure. I'll sign off and say goodbye to everyone. Good to see you all, and
all right.
Let you get to bed.
Yeah, thank you. And listen, you stay warm. Stay warm.
Oh, I will.
Up there. Yeah. Okay, we'll see you next time.
Okay, good night.
Bye-bye. Well, we made it to 9 o'clock. How about that? Everybody likes Ellen. Glad to see that. CB Carmack. Hi, CB. How you doing? DS-111 is here. Rick should be master of ceremonies. That's funny. I'm not going to miss it. I'm sure there'll be plenty of videos on plenty of channels that people, everybody's going to show up there with their GoPro or some such camera and be producing a lot of content. I know that the promoters of the event themselves, you can buy a virtual ticket. They're going to be live streaming an awful lot of it, but it's a very expensive event to go to. It's big crowds, a real mix of people. The biggest part of the event are the vendors. They could, the vendors support the brunt of the money needed for this thing, and they have always at any of these events. I don't care whether you go, whatever you go to, any kind of convention is always a whole big room full of tables and booths of people selling things, and that's really the main event. At this one are the vendors, and I was kind of disappointed at the Orlando one by the vendors because I had no use for anything that they were selling. They were selling all the stuff that I think wasn't good for you. You had to be there. You had to, except Zane Griggs was there selling his book. But a lot of supplement salesmen, a lot of gadget salesmen, So that's what's going to be a lot of that too. So, and a lot of walking and a lot of sitting in through speeches. And I hope people learn something. And I hope they'll enjoy it. And I'm sure the people who have never been to one of these things will really enjoy it. But once you've seen one, I found they're all pretty much the same. And I'm a guy that used to go to these computer type get-togethers, Comdex and Networld and in Vegas, the biggest trade shows in the world. And even after a couple, I had to go every year because I had to meet with my suppliers and talk about the newest things that are out. But nothing much is that new in the keto and carnivore world. And after 2 or 3 years of that in Vegas, I dreaded it. It became work. It wasn't a pleasure anymore. All right, my friends, I'll tell you what, it's 9 o'clock. I don't know if I'm going to let you go or you're going to let me go, but I'm going to go to bed, and I will see you all. Get a little music going here. There we go. And I will see you all tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. And well rested, I hope. I'm pretty sure I will be, especially if I go to bed now. Donna Ray says she knows that Rick will miss Milton for sure. I'm sure Milton will miss Rick too. Well, maybe not. Maybe not. Stevie, take it easy. I will. Sleep good, you too. Ellen, thanks for coming in. Sweet dreams. Lori Burns says, good night, Mitch. Good night to you. Thank you so much for coming. Is that Lori or Lout? Lout, L-A-U-T. Lout Burns. That's a new name. Welcome and goodbye. Chris Swain, see you later. Danny in Boston. See you, Barry. Thanks a lot, my friend. Always, thank you very much. And let me take one quick look and see if anybody else, I need to thank anybody else for any coffees. No, got him, Marla, Kelly, Jane, and Tanya. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And again, happy Veterans Day to everybody. There's still some of it left. So take the rest of it off and eat meat. This is going to end, so I'll let it go. Here it comes.